Question from Ken Mary. Ken asks, should the driver's weight be taken into consideration when setting the static load? Absolutely, good question, Ken. It is covered in the course, but what we recommend is using both driver and fuel ballast as well. So what you want to be doing is ideally putting the car as close to as possible as to how you're going to run it on track. So when you're doing, well, this applies to both your wheel alignment and your corner weighting really. So there's multiple ways you can do this. If you want to keep it really simple, you can just get a volunteer that's the same weight as you, ideally wearing their safety gear as well. Take that into account, sitting in the driver's seat while you're doing your wheel alignment, your setup. That's one option. If you want to be a bit more controlled about things, and certainly the way we deal with it in professional racing is we generally have either a set of weights or sandbags or bottles of water or whatever you want to use that's a combination that makes up the same weight of you as when you're sitting in the car. So the way that we do it here in our workshop is that we have a set of essentially like fitness style weights that we've got calibrated to the known driver weight, which we place a little bit in the footwell to make up for the weight of the legs and the feet, and the vast majority of it goes in the bottom of the seat. And then depending on the type of event we're doing, let's say if we're running at something like an endurance racing event, we might be doing something like putting half a tank of fuel in that when we're doing our setup as well, just to account for sort of the average amount of fuel we're going to be carrying around with us when we're actually on track. So it's really important you simulate both having the driver and the fuel on board. Something that's going to be representative of what you're going to be using on track, because otherwise certainly things like your corner weights, definitely for the driver weight, if you're sitting on one side of the car, it's absolutely going to be thrown out. So yeah, absolutely good point there, Ken. That question was taken from one of our free live lessons. If you like free stuff and you want to expand your knowledge, click the link in the description to claim your free spot to our next live lesson. You'll learn about optimizing the performance and handling of your car on the racetrack, as well as improving your skills behind the wheel. Plus, you'll have the chance to ask your own questions, which we'll be answering live.